I'm still filming. This will be for the blooper version.
Hello. Hello and welcome. Today.
No, I'm done laughing.
Stop. Hello and welcome. See? Oh, you're filming? Hello and welcome. Today we'll be working on recreating a Victorian era candlestick out of this block of cherry wood. Now, as you can see, the block of cherry wood is mounted on the faceplate right here, which is this black piece of metal. This holds it in place while the lathe engine is spinning it at high speeds, while this end keeps it from wobbling while it's spinning, which this right here is the lathe. Now the first step of turning this block into a Victorian era candlestick is to shape the square shape down to a circular shape with a chisel. I should probably get a face mask. Ready?
Yeah.
Whoa, wait. Now that the piece is more well-rounded, the speed can be turned up without having the possibility of it moving too fast and flying off. Now this will give you a much cleaner cut. As you can see, the piece is now rounded, and we can now begin shaping it to get the desired shape that we want. Stop. Now, the general shape that we're trying to acquire is a curve inward, which then curves back outward, leaving this to be the top where the candle will sit. Now, this design is traditional in most Victorian age pieces. So now to do this, we're going to start by bringing this in on both sides till we get a rough shape. Then we'll use a tighter chisel to get a more defined shape for it. Now, before we're finished with this, the bottom end is going to be cut off because of the fact that it has screws going into it to hold it onto here. Now we could just leave that on there, but it wouldn't really look that good to have the screw holes in the bottom. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a pencil and we're going to make a small mark at about where it's going to get cut off, so we know that we should only work from here forward. Big we want that top. Now that we have the general shape of the candle holder, we're going to now use a more smaller chisel to get the more refined curve that we want for the final product. That would be it. Now sometimes when you're working on a piece that's really in like this, it helps to move your tool rest in to get more close up to it.
Go.
Now, the next step, now that we have our final shape, is to use sandpaper to get a nice smooth finish, and then we'll use a wax to seal it up and give it a nice shine. Oh, you're recording. Alright, let me start over. Right now we're just finishing up the sanding process. And believe it or not, there are actually 18 different steps for sanding. All to work up to from 60 grit to 12,000 grit to get a nice good shine on this wood.
So you're saying you're trying to get a good shine on your wood. What?
Now the final step in this process is to use a high build friction polish to polish and seal the wood. Basically, the hotter and more friction that this stuff gets, the shinier it's going to make the wood. Now, to get this of the finished part separated from the rough bottom part, what we're going to do is we're going to use a parting chisel to actually carve right to the center and have this come right off. Come on.
Okay. Yep. Now that we've finally gotten off the lathe, all we have left is this little nub, which will be shaved off with a razor. Now for the last step, we're going to use a 3/4 inch Forstner bit
to drill a hole down the center which will hold the candle. I will now use this drill press along with the Forstner bit mentioned earlier to cut the hole into the top of the candle holder. Now that we have the final hole drilled, we have our completed product. A replica of a Victorian-era candlestick holder.
Hold it.
On camera.
I'm filming.